Happy Hump Day, folks. It's Xavier, and I'm back again with another video. First off, I want to take the time to apologize for not being able to do this rant last night because I was tired and the clock was already went past midnight after doing my gameplay of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. But it's never too late to do this rant, right? It's time to once again reminisce the good old days of wrestling. About a segment that aired 18 years ago on the July 16th, 2001 episode of Raw is War. The last Raw is War before the 2001 Invasion pay-per-view. This was during, of course, my favorite era and everybody else's favorite era and the best in pro wrestling history, the Attitude Era. And the segment I'm going to be talking about that aired on this day 18 years ago, or 18 years ago yesterday. Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to the old Stone Cold and saving Team WWF from Team WCW and ECW. So the main event of the July 16, 2001 edition of Raw is War was a tag team match between Rhino and DDP Diamond Dallas Page versus the Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker and Kane. The match ended in a no contest where Booker T and the Dudley Boys interrupted the match and starts attacking The Undertaker and Kane. And it was a 5-on-2 beatdown. But not until the members of the WWF came to help The Undertaker and Kane. The APA, Ron Simmons and JBL, back when it was known as Bradshaw and Farouk, Kurt Angle, the Hardy Boys, and Chris Jericho. But not until more guys from WCW and ECW started attacking Kane, The Undertaker, the APA, the Hardy Boys, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. And there was another big brawl outside of the parking lot. More members of WCW and ECW attacked the Holly Cousins, Hardcore Holly and the late Crash Holly. But guess who was driving in his pickup truck? Got out of it and starts beating the hell out of WCW and ECW. Just guess. The toughest SOB in the WWE, the beer-drinking, mud-stomping redneck, the Texas Rattlesnake, and WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin. He got out of his pickup truck and starts beating the hell out of the members of WCW and ECW with that pool cue. And there was another brawl backstage where more WCW and ECW guys were attacking Edge and Christian. Then Stone Cold came inside the building and starts beating the hell out of the WCW and ECW members with that pool cue. And all hell was still breaking loose in the ring. A lot of guys of WCW and ECW were still beating the hell out of Kane, The Undertaker, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, the APA, and the Hardy Boys. But then when Stone Cold Steve Austin's music started playing, the crowd was going wild. Because you know, when you hear that glass shatter, you know it's on. And you can hear JR saying, there he is, there's Stone Cold. There's the old Stone Cold. Oh, he's talking, he's walking. Then Stone Cold slide right into the ring and starts kicking ass to the ECW and WCW guys. And I counted how many Stone Cold stunners that he gave some of the members of WCW and ECW. He gave out 7 Stone Cold stunners. 3 of them was to Taz and the Dudley Boys. And I think the 4th one was Tommy Dreamer. And The Undertaker and Kane gave 2 members from WCW or ECW a double choke slam. And the brawl pretty much ended when Team WWF was standing tall and they were all ready for the main event of the 2001 Invasion pay-per-view. Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Kane, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So after that brawl, before Raw went off the air, the late Freddie Blassie was being pushed out of the arena in a wheelchair. And then Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon stopped Freddie and said, "You think what you just said had any impact at all?" Then Stephanie McMahon said, "Hey, Freddie, you think that what Stone Cold Steve Austin just did out there, you think that had any impact?" Then Shane McMahon asked Freddie, "You think that the WWF will have any impact this Sunday at Invasion against WCW and ECW?" The answer is no. Then Stephanie McMahon said, "You see, Freddie, you and the WWF have a lot in common. You're both about to die." I'm like, really, Stephanie McMahon? You gonna really tell Freddie that him and the WWF are about to die? I know it was scripted, but damn, I didn't think that Stephanie McMahon would stoop this low to say that. But you know, Freddie died in real life 2 years later after this segment. And basically, that was the end of that segment. I wish I could show y'all a clip of the segment that I'm talking about, but I don't want to get my video blocked because, you know, copyright bullshit. But it was, woo. That was incredible seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to the old Stone Cold. Like Vince McMahon said, the foul-mouthed, beer-drinking SOB. Man, I'd rather watch segments like this than to watch what Raw and SmackDown got on their television shows these days. Boy, I miss the good old days of the Attitude Era, and I know you guys do too. Man. And I know you guys are getting tired of me saying this in my Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era rants, but this was back when Monday Night Raw was rated TV-14. And just like you guys, I miss those days when Monday Night Raw was rated TV-14. So that's going to wrap up my rant reminiscing 18 years of Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to the old Stone Cold and saving Team WWF from ECW and WCW from the July 16th, 2001 episode of Raw is War. Let me know what you guys think about this. Thumbs up if you liked this video, thumbs down if you didn't. Hit subscribe, click on the notification bell for the next video, and I will catch you on the next one. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Oh, and by the way, for many of y'all were wondering where was The Rock and Triple H. Y'all know The Rock was still suspended and he didn't come back until 2 weeks later. Triple H was still out of action for the rest of 2001 after suffering a muscle quad injury. Anyway, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.